What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The Kush Concierge, something for the people, where the evolved hustler comes to learn more about hoodoo, tarot, astrology, culture, and a little bit of everything in between. So, I hope you guys had a great day yesterday and you were able to check out the reading. The full reading is available on YouTube or anywhere my podcast is streamed, Apple or Spotify, and the visuals are also up on YouTube as well. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. You can now access my YouTube channel from the website. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll show you what videos I uploaded as well. So yeah, I hope y'all had a good day yesterday and were able to actually get some things done. It is time to get on your Zoom. I did go ahead and I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I started to upload some more of the guides from the ebook, the Evolved Hustler ebook on the website. So you can go ahead and tap in and get those downloaded because, you know, we're going through this interesting conjunction with Taurus and Jupiter as well, conjunct Jupiter and Uranus. I probably said that all backwards. Jupiter in Taurus is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, or Uranus, you know, depending on what side of the earth you're from. Now, we are operating today in the first quarter moon in Leo, so we are most definitely putting our foot in our goals' ass today, y'all. Not giving up, not giving in, definitely moonwalking through a minefield as we go through this Mercury in retrograde in Aries. And while everybody else beasts and acts crazy, and loses their mind, we are cool as a cucumber, baby. And we know this because we know this is important because we know that we are having external attraction. So we know that whatever we're thinking, we're now pulling toward us in the 3D. So you've most recently did your 5D work, you did your 4D work, and now you are working on 3D, which is physical work. So that's like, first to break it even down even further, that's you saying, okay, I've asked spirit, I've meditated on it, I've manifested it, I've scripted about it. Now I'm going to start to do things bit by bit to show like the universe, God, my guides, etc., that I know I am already this person and I'm grateful to have received this. So that is the energy that you're going to be working with today. It's also time for beginning. So again, you started something, again, drawing things in and calling back anything that was lost or stolen from you over time. So if you feel like, you know, you didn't quite get a chance to get something done last season and you want to speak out into the universe that, hey, God, I would like this returned back to me so I can get back to work. It's going to be potent energy for that right now. Now, with Leo being the position, you know, Leo's all about confidence, creativity, working on things you want to last long term. And with Leo ruling the crown chakra, you definitely want to be mindful of like what you feed yourself on so many levels because it is going to affect how you think about yourself, how you show up and show out, baby. Now, as we get ready to go through these planetary aspect transits, I want to talk about something very interesting that I saw on one of my mutuals posts the other day, and it was very interesting. So I'm getting ready to do this Lilith guide, and I've been, you know, very particular about how I want to talk about it, how I want to handle it, you know, how much I want to say, how much I don't want to say. But it was very interesting to see like how many people be actually going through the same thing. So you think you be alone in some shit and you like, look, that's why I love TikTok, because it's like random. You never know who's going to cross your timeline. Twitter's sort of kind of like that, but I still feel like Twitter's still kind of like filtered a bit. But with TikTok is like you never know what you're gonna get, in terms of personality and people. So you always kind of find like mutuals that have had similar experiences as you, which again, that's kind of hard to do with Facebook and Instagram. Like, I hate the way they've done it because it's really about people that you don't really engage with anymore. Like, I've got a few people that I know on there, but the mass majority of them are people that I don't really associate with on a personal level anymore. So a lot of times people prejudge you. I think they know you based off like your history, and these be people you ain't seen or really had a personal conversation with in 10 years, But anywho, said all that to say it was very interesting how she talked about she stated how she was in her villain era and how she just didn't care what people had to say anymore. She wasn't worried with the idea of how she was being perceived. She was setting boundaries and she was walking, as her true self after so many years of being silenced and being dealt with a certain type of way by close friends and family members and ex-lovers. And it was so interesting because I was like, damn, that like sounds so familiar, because I too feel like when I'm in my villain era, and I feel like when people say they in a villain era, it's more or less like you just don't give a fuck what people got to say about the true you. You're being authentically yourself, not like villain, like, oh, I'm gonna hurt this person and I'm a bad person, No, I think it's like people are going to perceive you as the villain because you're doing what's best for you and you really just don't give a fuck about that shit no more. That's where I put that, right? So, and I had so many interesting experiences, but like I was looking and I was like, damn, like to really think about it, like the people closest to me were my first bullies. The people closest to me were my first bullies. I was a very different child in elementary school and before I touched down, where I graduated and went to high school and middle school. I was a very different person. I spent most of my time in the country with my grandmother. I then went where it was a multitude of people, different cultures. Like I was somewhere different, and then I went back further down south where I was, and it was so interesting because I was different. I talked different. Like they always said, I talked white or I talked funny, and later discovering that I was on the spectrum, I was like, okay, well, it all makes sense now, obviously. But I masked very well. I was shocked because as I was listening to her speak, like I said, I came to the realization that I became friends with a lot of my bullies. I became friends with a lot of women that betrayed me and slept with my ex-boyfriends, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually became friends with them over time, and this is no shade to these people, because life goes on. It's water under the bridge, but it was just an eye-opening moment for me where damn, that sounds so familiar. That sounds like my life, like my past life. A lot of times even, it was almost like I was because, okay, let me go back. When I first got in school, I was very into rocks and nature. Like all this shit I'm doing right now, I've been into it all my life. I've been very spiritual. I've been a magical motherfucker all my life. I've been very into spirit, very because I spent a lot of time by myself. So I was very in touch with nature. I'm very in touch with who I was authentically. I didn't get the crowd concept, for a while. I was in certain things, but like I said, I spent a lot of time by myself in the country with my great-grandparents. So I feel like that helped me out a lot because it helped me form who I was unapologetically, and that stuck with me for so long. But yeah, So when I got to middle school, came back to town or whatever, well, not middle school, elementary school, it was almost like if you can't beat them, join them type shit. Like I said, I became friends with a lot of people that were originally my bullies. Like people that just, like, they just wanted to change me, and I let them. Over time, even in high school, like I said, becoming cool with women that, like, were girls at the time, obviously, but betrayed me and were not really that great to me in the beginning. And even as time went on, and I've had experiences with these energies, like they ended up being more or less like not as good of people as I thought originally, because of little like passive aggressive, things that they would do. So all of it kind of manifested and came full circle over time. And I realized like this season, like I don't want to be a fucking martyr. Like I realized that even last year, I say this season, this is something I started cutting people off like last year. I started like the remainder of the dead weight start going last year. And for good reason. Like I wanted to have my own energy, and I wanted people to have their own energy. That was very important to me, because a lot of people, like, they sense that you have something, and then they start to like hold on to it instead of formulating their own selves. And that's called destiny swapping, energy harvesting, or energy vampire, if you've heard those terms. Like those are very interesting terms, but it's true, and it's so like real if you pay attention. And if you start paying attention to people's energy and what happens when they can't get in contact with you, and when they want to know about you, and when they want to try to shift you, because you can have what they call handlers. And I feel like I did an episode on this before, like, some time back, like maybe last season of the show. I talked about the idea of handlers, destiny swappers, energy vampires, etc. Those people are 9 times out of 10. I ain't going to say 9 times out of 10. I'm going to say 10 times out of 10. It's someone you know personally and is close to you. It's never a stranger. It's never someone that don't know, okay? Because your guard is more up with those type of energy. So it's very, like, it's less likely, unless it's like a boss or like some like that, this kind of watcher type energy, is not usual. So it's usually somebody that's close to you, for real. I know we hate to hear that, and you don't want to be all drab drum about people around you, but that's why you got to stay woke with that type of energy. You got to pay attention. And sometimes people do shit unintentionally, like they don't know what they're doing, because like I tell you all the time, some people just get taken over, man. They are just a vessel. They've sold themselves, or they low vibe, so they taking it to part of low vibrational energy. So they don't even realize that they're being used by an entity to try to destroy like another person. But yeah, like while I was listening to her talk, I was like, damn, I too am in my villain era, as I get ready to do this Lilith guide for y'all, like actually write it up and, get ready to do some workshops and stuff on Patreon. I'm like, damn, I too am in my villain era, because I don't care. Like, I released myself of realizing that my mom was like probably one of my first bullies. Like, she used to like, I don't want to get all deep off into the stories, but she has said and done things that just is not very nurturing, put it like that. And she's always been like that. Like, these didn't happen like as I was an adult. Like, you know how they say when you autistic, like you realize the joke later on. You feel me? That type of energy. That's how I started to catch on to the fact that like the people around me just really didn't want to see me grow and do better. And even some things like like she used to do shit, like people used to try to bully me and fight me, and she'd get mad if I fought back. Shit like that. Like, why would you not want me to defend myself? Or like she, like once, like my sister, it's this video in my phone So y'all know I had the incident happen with my family, which is seasons and seasons back. But I had an incident with my family, and hold on, y'all. And like not even 2 weeks. Like, okay, I'm skipping over shit. So basically, the girl was like, we've been taught to turn the other cheek, just turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek, and that's how like it turns you into a certain person. Like the idea that you have to turn the other cheek all the time, and that's so true. And you get into your villain era when you get older, and people be looking at you like, oh my God, what happened? Like, what's that, Nicki Minaj? And they be like, would she be like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj? You know how they be, she was talking about how people be talking about her like when she go the fuck off. Like, that's kind of the energy. And I just want to just, tap into my personal experience and signs and like, give you like a heads up of shit that just be happening. Like, people be real deal hateful. And like I said, as an autistic, sometimes, like, especially when you late diagnosed, you don't like, you catch on later that somebody was being funny. You catch on later that people just weren't really having your best interest at heart because you're an empathizer and you want to see the good in people. And it's just like, nah, like some people just low down as hell. But yeah, like there's this video, like, okay, so my family, like, they big on like me turning the other cheek. Like, after what was done, like, I had to sit back. I had to deal with relatives that literally did the most heinous acts towards me. Like, not even a month later, like 2-3 weeks later, I had to deal with them, like, right in my fucking face. Like, nobody cared because it was a family event. Like, nobody held them accountable. They all still cool. It's just interesting. And then, like, I have this video in my phone. Well, it ain't even in my phone because I cleared out a lot of my memories. But, like, I have this video, right? And it comes across my memories a lot where it's, like, me and my ex, we're standing, like, far out. And my sister is recording us. And in the background, this is a testament to the, like, not realizing somebody being funny on, like, the spectrum type shit till later. And I'm telling y'all, I can laugh about it now, whatever, but I caught this shit like years later. Like, she's in the background, like, filming us, like, must be nice. Okay, now I bet you wonder, like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, whatever, shit happens. Okay, cool, yeah. So fast forward to when that incident happened. Like, she's zooming in on us, filming us, like, being a fucking hater. So... and I always thought she was, just, like, go sis. No. So, that wasn't the tone. And it took me years to get that. Like, years, literally. That video popped up on my timeline so much. And I used to be thinking, oh, she, really wanted to see us do well. And so, another series of events triggered that and made me start to view her differently. But like, when that incident happened, right, the same ex comes back and tells me, he's like, we're having like a moment, we're having a disagreement or whatever, and he's like, I saw the video, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, I seen it, etc. And so what happened was, my family showed a person that they do not even like, okay? They claim they despise him. They showed him a video of me as I was going through the moment after being roofied by my other family members. They sent him a video of me looking my worst, talking crazy out my fucking head. Obviously, I've been doped up. Like, took the time out and sent him a video of me, like, losing my fucking mind, basically. Like, and none of them told me, like, he's the one who told me that I was filmed and he's seen the video. None of them really came to me and told me that. So that was, like, another thing that I held over time. And then, so now when I see that video of her recording us, I like caught a cue, like, oh, but you was being funny. Because my thing is like, why would you send him that? Why would you do that? Y'all don't like him. Y'all don't respect him. So what were you trying to accomplish by sending him something of me looking my worst, looking crazy as hell? Something he could have used against me in court. You know what I'm saying? Something he could have taken and did something more worse with it. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So those types of like key cues. And I'm giving y'all these examples because a lot of times you don't notice that people don't fuck with you. And like I say, it's always someone closest to you. It's never a fucking stranger. I've had, ex-friends or whatever do little like low down shit in terms of business, in terms of not supporting, in terms of, and it be key cues that again, you catch later. So, I'm in my villain era, but I've been, like I said, cutting people off. Like, shout out to that creator. I should have stitched her. But, yeah, I'm in my Lilith villain era. And, when you get to thinking about, like, you look at your chart and you think about, like, your Lilith and your South Node. And one of my things is to speak up. One of my things is people trying to cut my throat chakra and feeling guilty about speaking my truth. Like, that's one of my things to overcome. So, I was like, damn. Then they did. People have always tried to shut me up. My friends, like, or ex-friends, family members, like, just want me to just shut up, be pretty, be taken. That's why I have such an aversion to people be like, oh, you so pretty, you should model, you should do this. I have an aversion to that shit because I be feeling like that's all people care about. They don't care about my mind. They don't care about my intelligence. They don't care how smart I am. Like, they care about it, but in a way in private. Like, you want to use my intelligence, but you want to use it for your benefit. You don't want me to speak up and speak out and be myself. You want me to shut up, sit back, and be pretty. So I have an aversion to that shit. Like, that's why for a long time, like, y'all notice, like, I stopped posting myself for a long time. And it's evident even in my content, like, on certain arenas, like, when I post, them the only posts they like. Those are the only posts they like. Any post of me showing any level of intelligence, opinion, shit like that, they don't even acknowledge me, y'all. Like, this is real deal shit. So because of my Lilith and because of my South Node, like, it reads in my chart that I have an issue with that type of thing. And I have to overcome that to be, that's one of the things I have to overcome to be my highest self, And it also reads in my chart that my issues are going to be with people close to me, like family, past friends, shit like that. It just is what it is. When I say it's definitely written in the fucking stars, it's written in the fucking stars. Like, seriously. But I'm just sharing that story. I'm not bitter. I'm not mad. I'm straight. I realized that, I wish people well. I want everybody to eat. You just not at my fucking table, though. Not at the expense of my energy. Not at the expense of my ascension and my growth and my evolvement. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to eat, though, but way over there with that shit. And that's a part of, like, the villain era. And today is a Gemini day. Today's Mercury. And I just want to speak out on that. So don't feel guilty, y'all, when you have to enter your Harlequin or Joker era, because people will play on your top all day, every fucking day. And in order for you to get through this portal confirmation, you got to be real with yourself. You got to really see shit for what it is, and in ways that, where you were being a martyr, where you missed certain cues, where you weren't protective of your energy. Like, you have to be aware. Like, I saw and there's so many other little stories I could tell you. Like, those are just the main things. But people think, like, I think a lot. My issues be like, oh, you think too much. That's because you want me to not think about what the fuck you doing. Anyway, but I'm very much Scorpio placements. So I think a lot and I don't forget shit. So as I've been alone and in my silence with my spirit team, I have been remembering and really opening up from past situations, like the vibes, the energy shit that was said, even down to how people would look at me, make certain faces like I don't need shit. So, I feel like a lot of that is a part of this Lilith guide, and I just want to share that with y'all. And of course, I'm always going to be transparent and let y'all know what time it is with certain shit, because people will have you to think you are crazy, you're paranoid, you are just, and the whole time they really don't fuck with you for real. I've got many other stories of where my autism or my neurodivergence stopped me from recognizing certain cues when people really didn't fuck with me, and I realized it later on. Like, I've got so many stories, but I choose to be on the up and up. I just want to again let you guys know that you are not alone out here. Stay on your square, and if you in your villain era and you don't want to explain shit to nobody, you want to just live as your higher self, you want to love on yourself, you want to love on your immediate family, you want to just be who you want to fucking be because you're ready to step out of the air quotes matrix, ain't shit wrong with that. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty about evolving, because anything that's not evolving is fucking dead, and don't feel guilty or beat yourself up about shit you didn't catch on to. Like, she made a very good point that, like, we don't be catching on to shit because we so empathetic, and we be like, no, I would never do that, so they ain't gonna be like that with me. You can't think like that in this new timeline, new levels, new devils. You know what I'm saying? You can't think like that because people do not process shit the way you do. You can't think like that. You are an empath. You are someone who, even, and I have that. I always say it's a gift and a curse, because, like, I'll see the darkness in you, but I also see the light in you. And then because I'm an extreme empath, I find myself teetering with you somewhere in between. Meanwhile, you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy. You think people will express some level of loyalty or allegiance to you when their brain and their setup is not wired like that. Okay? So that's just something to think about, as we get ready to go on this new journey and step through this new portal. We got a full moon coming up next, Tuesday. So in the spirit of shedding and calling back, lost things today with that Leo energy, call back your power, call back your creativity, call back all this energy that people have stolen from you over time. That if you just not realize somebody tried to take some shit, call that shit back. So it was yours in the beginning. Okay. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'll definitely be doing more, because with all these Scorpio and Gemini placements in the right places, I feel like that's also one of my points with hustlers and, with the tribe itself. That, we acknowledge things and we start to learn how to effectively navigate this world and the business world shit as we network, as we get ready to go on this new journey. You gotta know how to pick up on shit. You gotta be unapologetic about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're wondering, like, how does that tie into being an evolved hustler? Like, it does, because it was some cues I missed in business because of my empathy, because of my me missing certain social cues, you know what I'm saying? Later on being like, what the fuck? Or thinking like, nah, they're gonna be honorable. They're not gonna do me like that. You know what I'm saying? No, they most definitely, if you think they won't, they will. Period, point blank. So yeah, the Lilith guides are just going to be about protecting yourself and having boundaries and substance and foundation and being unapologetic. Furthermore, you feel me? So this my TED Talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So now these transits and aspects, before we get into the readings themselves, they're pretty interesting. Lilith is still opposing Mars. I'm looking at the squares. Where is Mercury today? Mercury is trending the moon. Amazing. Is Mercury anywhere else? Okay, so the nodes are conjuncting with the moon, with Mercury, but trending with the moon, which is in Leo, and Mercury is in Aries, and Venus is in Aries. So we still have a bit of heavy placements within Aries going on right now, y'all. So it's definitely shadow work. It's definitely a lot of shadow work going on. But Lilith like cranking down. She down to only 4 placements right now. And like I said, she's still opposing Mars, which is in Pisces, of, you know, not being passionate enough, not having enough fire in your belly. You ain't got enough dog in you to move forward. So, you know, Lilith is encouraging you to do that necessary shadow work and speak your truth today. You know, be willing to learn, forever a student. Like I said, I catch a lot of shit on TikTok and I be like, okay, that makes sense. And it's so refreshing to see people like speak their truth. Like you be like, damn, okay, me too, sis. Because at the end of that video, I was like, shit, I too am in my villain error. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think. You know, I allowed people to hang themselves over the years, and they very much did. And again, not bitter, just I see you. You're seen. You're seen, love. You are seen. I see you. And I am not your fucking scapegoat, and that's what you're going to tell it is today. You got that moon in Leo confidence. I'm not your scapegoat. Give me my essence the fuck back. Period. But I just feel like that's what the planetary energy is. Now, Mars is sextile Jupiter. So go after your passions. Mars is conjuncting Saturn. So definitely dig deep, do the inner work. You will be rewarded for the discipline of doing the work and strategizing and really committing. Mars is sextile Uranus. Jupiter is in conjunction in Taurus. Yeah, we know that. We're at 0 degrees. We're at our peak of finishing out cycles that no longer benefit us. Neptune is sextile Pluto. A lot of this stuff is... Hold on. Okay, cool. Look, I should say a lot of this stuff hadn't shifted. For real. So you being given the energy of really just like doing what you should do. You feel me? Like you're getting the time. Like the universe, God, whatever you subscribe to is like, all right, so here's this energy for you to work on what you need to work on. You know, now whether you choose to work on it and go after yourself, then shit, that's on you. But a lot of people like don't take things personally today. Just note it and keep it moving. Because a lot of people are being forced to do shadow work. A lot of people are resisting the expansion and the growth. Because like the moon in Leo is square Jupiter and Taurus. So Taurus wants to take its time, plant seeds. Whereas, you know, the moon in Leo, they like, gimme, Cocoa Puff now. They want to shine bright and they want to shine bright now. You feel me? And Mercury in Aries is in conjunction with Venus in Aries. So it's a lot of saying what's on your heart, but being mindful of how that's translated and how you're relating to others, but also how you're showing up for yourself through self-love energy. You know, because Venus is being relatable. Venus is charisma, you know, and you don't want to allow your arrogance to turn, you know, your confidence to turn into arrogance, and then you're just not as appealing as you typically would be to your tribe, you know? Let's see. Conjunctions. The nodes are definitely walking off of each other. Like I said, it's really most of the same placements, honestly, as yesterday, with the exception of a few. It's really some like the same energies. Like, so we're definitely being given time to work through some things, which is, you know, what we should be doing. Because if you want to walk through the portal, if you want to move forward, you feel me, you got to do the necessary inner work, and you're being required to do the groundwork in order for you to ascend and have this life that you claim you want. So don't get lost in the sauce. in your fields today. Be active, create. Because when a lot of people, again, get creative with that Leo energy, they think, oh, I'm supposed to be like art. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. No, create the life you want. Be brave enough to create what you want in this reality. And a lot of that is done by speaking things into existence and by making those little steps every day to get where you need to get. So, yeah. But Lila was whipping our ass last week, y'all. She was like, hey... I'm letting you do what you want to do, but I'm judging you. I'm judging you. Silently judging you. Giving very much Virgo energy. If you ever met a Virgo, if you know, you know. And this ain't even Virgo hate. They like the perfectionist. They like the worker. They you know what I'm saying? So they be judging, baby. I support you, but I'm judging you. Type energy. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Ancestor deck. This is probably going to be a split. Stop and split her up. And get some good shuffling done. Let's see what the elevated ancestors, our guides, and the oracle is speaking about today, y'all. Thank you so much, Papa, for opening the roads for me so that I could get guidance and get a message from the spirit team. We definitely appreciate that. And we also appreciate our elevated ancestors for coming through, giving us some clarity and discernment and guidance on which way we should go today. Thank you for protecting and covering us while we go through this portal and getting the information that we need. We appreciate it. And let's see if y'all got tea or if y'all got progressive self-work for us today. What y'all got for us today? We love the gift. We don't abuse the gift. We respect it and we honor it. Let's see, y'all. So we got the Mother of Baskets in the upright for the foundational energy. So now someone is being a little fakey-wakey with the the big queen in reverse present. So there's going to be, Empress Aries energy. 6 of Baskets in the upright for the tribe. Father Sims in the upright for the near future. So Son of Coins in the reverse. So there is still a level of committing to your goals and your plans that needs to be worked on. Or somebody's plans ain't working. So before I get ahead of myself. Let's see what we got. But you've otherwise 6 of Baskets. You've grown. You've made peace with the past. And this could be a mother figure here. Mother of Baskets. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got for the big queen in reverse. Why is she fake today? Okay, so you've made a decision to walk away from someone, an Empress in reverse energy that is no longer serving you. We've got the courting in the upright. So this may be someone, you've made a decision. You made a decision. Presently, you're making a decision to not be fake. Tell me more. Yeah, you made a decision. This relationship was a burden. 10 of Sticks in reverse. This relationship was a burden. Like, you don't want to not be yourself anymore. So that goes with, tell me about the 10 of Sticks in reverse. Yeah, this could be a Mother of Sticks, Sagittarius energy. So yeah, this person was a burden, and you've decided that you see them for who they are. And this could be masculine. I always say energy is energy, not like gender. So yeah, you're using your intuition, your sight. You're loving yourself with that Mother of Baskets. You're listening to the messages from your team. And this person was fake. So you made the decision to release this burden. Okay. Confidently moving forward. Tell me about these plans in reverse. Who plans in reverse, Spirit? Looks like a Mother of Knives. Someone was being, and that's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone's plans are not going quite how they thought they would go. This was somebody who was bitter. This is somebody who can be sort of bitchy. And this is somebody who is just kind of abrasive and manipulative. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, this is someone that you were very loyal to with the Daughter of Baskets in the upright. Yeah, their plans are not going how they thought that they would go. And it's because you've made peace with the past and with the Father Sims in the upright for the near future. You found balance in all of these. So these two energies did not feel as though like you would do what you're doing. So you've gotten out of your head about this relationship, and again becoming more confident and realizing like, hey, this shit's a burden to me. It's not a come up, it's a let down. Yeah, Ace of Baskets on the back of the deck. Yeah, you healed. 10 of Baskets here, 5 of Baskets. Oh yes, baby. Okay, let me get one more. Let me be nosy. Yeah, you're no longer stuck. Color Jacket reverse, 5 of Baskets, 10 of Baskets, and Ace of Baskets. You're no longer stuck. This is very much self-healing energy. Okay? Very much. You made peace with the past. So, yeah, y'all, I will say this. Just because people will assume, because they live in their fucking head 24/7, they'll assume that just because you speaking on some shit or you acknowledging it or processing something that you're bitter or you're mad or you're angry. And that's not the case, baby. And so I noticed this therapist, this dude, he's so helpful because he's always like, just because, you choose to be angry, don't like make you a bad person. Anger is a normal emotion type shit. Like, people are wrong. You can feel how you want to feel. That's your right type energy. That don't mean you stuck on it. That don't mean you dwelling on it. It's just what it is. So I was like, that's a very interesting take, and I like it. Because people will try to make like that turn the other cheek while motherfucker play in your face type shit. You don't gotta do that. That don't mean you're not healed. And anybody who try to play you is a gaslighter and a manipulator. Anybody try to play you on that. But I want to see what the guides are talking about. Get this shuffle. But yeah, it's definitely, you've healed. You've healed, and ain't nothing wrong with processing it. You need to process these things because as you get ready to step through this next portal and go on this next journey, it's like you get ready to hustle at a higher caliber, so you got to be aware of the wolves in sheep's clothing, and you can't do that if you're not acknowledging what's real and what's not, what held you back and what didn't. Right? You can't. If you still ignoring it, then you stopping your own growth on this part. We still in the rebirth season. We're not in the redemption season, but it's very much giving rebirth after a period of redemption, And all of this has to do with your hustle. All of this has to do with your transformation and rebirth. In my e-guide, I talk a lot about, like, it was a pivotal moment of people being like, oh, I want to change. I want to have this manifestation. Well, be prepared to go through the dark night of the soul, do the shadow work, do the releasing to make room for more. Like, you got to change. You're not going to get a new life and a new way of being by continuing to be the same old person. There are aspects of you that are going to have to shift. And that's just what's real. So at the end of the day, the face off right now is with yourself. All right, guys, let's see what y'all got for us today. Let's see. Tell me about this Mother of Baskets in the upright. Yeah, you're no longer worried. We've got the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 of Swords in reverse. You're not worried anymore because you see things for what they are. You know what's coming. Clarify that. Yeah, you're no longer worried about your stability or lack thereof. We got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Or Spirit's telling you don't worry about it. Because it's something that you don't see coming. You're definitely with the 2 of Swords getting prepared to overcome that challenge. You have faith. Blind faith. You definitely do. Tell me about the Mother of Sticks. You're no longer trapped with this energy. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, right? Because 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, 7 of Swords in the reverse. So this person, you're no longer trapped in this in your head about this energy. Tell me more. Yeah, this is this is a Temperance. So we got heavy Sagittarius. Yeah, this is a very imbalanced energy. You're no longer imbalanced. You've with the Page of Pentacles here, it's like you are speaking to a new life. You're calling new things into existence so that you can have the stability. You're being given confirmation. You're being given the gift of moving the fuck on. And you're accepting that. You know. You're being given a gift. This is the beginning. The page is the beginning. Start of something amazing. Tell me about the Six of Baskets. So we've got a King of Wands in the upright here. So yeah, very vision, very confident, very much ready to do what you got to do. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Stepping into your masculine energy, being more assertive, allowing yourself to feel but still move forward type energy. Tell me about the Father Sims in the upright for the near future. Yeah. Somebody's, balancing out the possibility of your finances. Tell me more. Yeah, you're being smarter. You're being called to be smart with this Queen of Swords. There was an imbalance here, and she's been balanced out. This Queen of Swords had she in balance. Yeah. Your money had your priorities all fucked up, planning your energy. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Yeah, they were trying to avoid a tower in reverse. And what tower were they trying to avoid? They did not want to see you happy, basically. 10 of Cups. You'd be surprised how many people be invested and you just not doing the shit with yourself. Tell me more. Yeah, they know like the tower they're avoiding is you coming out of this wounded confirmation energy and healing. They didn't want that to happen. Tell me. Yeah, they wanted to keep you out in the cold. They wanted to keep you in beggar status with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. But you've released this burden. 10 of Sticks heavy. And that's because you've been more assertive. You're being smart. King of Swords. So it's a lot of tapping into your masculine energy today. You've released this burden. And this may be even the King of Swords. Tell me about this King of Swords, please. Yeah, this energy is not having a victory. They're epic fail. Yeah. And they wanted to keep you from having the victory of stability with this 9 of Pentacles. They wanted to stop that shit. They did not want to see you celebrating. I'm telling you. Like, and I be hearing a lot of people say, that Doja Cat line, my happiness is all of your misery. Like, that's been the team. They didn't want that. They didn't want that at all. But you found discipline. You found balance. And they wanted to keep you in balance. So a lot of manipulation was done. A lot of playing in your face was done. Definitely made peace and decided to move forward. Tell me about the Daughter of Baskets, please. Yeah, this Mother of Knives in reverse was manipulating the situation with the Magician in reverse here. Possible Gemini could be significant. Manipulating, Magician, plans. Yeah. And you're moving forward. You're making some level of process. And you possibly begin some communication about these. Yeah. You moving forward regardless. The devil in reverse. Somebody just wanted to be in control. They've lost control. And again, Spirit is telling you to continue with the Chariot. They've lost control because you continue to move forward despite everything they tried to do. Yeah. Now you have limitless options. I love that phrase. So we got the 4 of Pentacles in the back of Doe. So don't, keep your next moves and your plans a secret. And you realize that you need to do this by healing. Like, don't reveal anything until it's vacant. It's finna be here. They can't do shit about it. Okay? Yeah. Somebody didn't want you to walk away, from misery, from not feeling joy. But you healed. These people trying to put these knives in your back with this 10 of swords by stopping you from starting over and keeping you like returning to your bullshit. But again, Spirit offered you a chance to heal and you've done so. So now they want you to keep your plans to yourself. Okay? Keep them to yourself, baby. Keep them to yourself. I'm going to pull some oracle real quick. See what we got for the oracle, y'all. This is so interesting. But I'm proud though, because you gain the confidence. You're stepping into leader status. You're the master of your own destiny, and you're not letting anybody stop you from that. I've been getting the energy like people just don't want me to talk because, like, first of all, I'm not like a heavy set person. I'm pretty like average weight, and like for the past 2 days, I've been like out of breath. Whenever I try to like say some shit, I be out of breath, right? So I know there's people trying to shut me the fuck up. They do not want me to talk about this, but I'll keep going. Yeah. Oh, the training background confirming. I'm going to keep telling it. I'm going to tell it, period. We got death on the bottom of the deck. All right, Oracle. How was these fields about? Tell me about the Two of Swords. Yeah. You need to understand that a lot of these people just haven't transformed. And you need to lay these situations to rest right now. You need to rest. You need to lay these situations to rest. You need to not be worried about this shit because they ain't changing. And don't be consumed by... It's not consumed. Lack of freedom due to lack of work. Communicate. Communicate. Somebody wants to talk. Yeah, because they stuck. Because nothing they did worked out. So now they want to talk. They want to make a deal. Yeah, because they've been seen. Their shit's been... Or the deal they made with the devil has been revealed. Ooh, I like that. That's high. So you've healed, though. And so nothing's sacred. These people are just gonna go after what they're gonna go after. You know what I'm saying? They don't hold anything sacred. Like I said, they're just a vessel of their former selves. So continue to protect your energy. You got heavy Sagittarius and even some Scorpio on the board. Yeah. Somebody wanted you to lack determination and forget to believe in yourself. They want to keep you stuck. Death is on the bottom of the deck, So don't be tricked by their kindness. These people have endings all around them. So don't be tricked by their intentions. Again, they're still hiding themselves. They haven't adapted. No love shouting. And, don't follow your instincts, They lack confidence, again, because they can't disguise themselves. Because you found peace and you see shit for what it is. So, yeah. As you get ready to go through, don't feel guilty, okay, y'all? Don't feel guilty at all. Confirmation with the train again. So if you would like a private reading, definitely hit me up today. I am available. You can click the link in the bio. And I will be able to get you in for a same-day reading or coaching session. Also, if this message resonates, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all, and I pray this was able to help somebody out today. Me being transparent sometimes is vulnerable, but I feel like that's my path that I'm supposed to, through my own experiences, help the collective grow and expand, as well. So here I is. Here I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, y'all. So I love y'all and have a great day. And we will chat soon.